kind of does have,
to another planet.
because of the it has like a studio vibe almost. Like you could literally mount mics and cameras and like.
Well, this will be the next podcast room. If ever that happens.
You got a nice red light, then it's off.
It's broadcasting, but for some reason the Discord is not picking up any sound. Discord.
I love that Discord.
Okay, you get one.
It's discordant.
But Twitch is hearing us though?
Yeah, it is coming through on the mic.
Level 3, we are level 8.
Yeah, it was. It looks like actually last time I did it was level 5.
Oh,
so I was excited. Hey, buddy. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Let us.
It's me, Little Dodger.
Do you spill something on yourself at all?
Maybe. It's probably smelling the sweat from my jacket.
It's
when I went home.
Bastion and kids.
Bastion.
Let's
I thought I was gonna get home early, like before all the freaking
I know it's dogs.
whatever. But man, I got in and then
That's just 'cause
immediately
it's so
got stuck in
generic.
traffic.
Dogs
this
have so
came
much
from.
personality. All right, we ready?
do it.
Are we still
Surprise
on
knob.
the?
I don't know where it came from. If it falls off, it's okay.
Are we still on the title screen or do we?
Nope, we're good. We are switched.
I just see it on the left there. Hi, hello.
Well, hello there.
Welcome back to the Order of the Broken Spear. So last time the party, they thought they were done with the council, but lo and behold, one of them had a little bit more to say, and the party rushed back in, or at least Ari did, and gave the noblemen and lords that were talking about gathering a defense a piece of her mind about capitalism. And then the party went on a shopping adventure.
What for?
Yeah, give them the old what for.
The old what for?
The party went on a shopping adventure, and Thornock bought a bunch of random potions, and everybody else bought a bunch of healing potions and some cold resist potions, a couple things. Everybody winterized their clothes. Nobody went with Yeti fur, unfortunately.
It's too expensive.
I just realized we forgot to sell stuff again. I'm like,
Yeah, we did. Didn't we?
Well, we're at sea, so
I know.
Just dump it on the side.
And that's
Scurvy skeedo.
exactly where we are, is at sea. We are aboard the Frost Skimmer, a ship that is sailing the party north to the Sea of Moving Ice. And along the way, they saw something in the distance, and just as they were about to identify what it was, the entire area was blanketed in fog. And they had little time to realize that this was an enemy ship that was known to sail the seas called the Chainmaker. That is basically a notorious slaver ship. Before they saw approaching enemies, and two longboats of pirates tried to board them, pushed along by two water elementals. They were able to fight them off, and we are just getting back to that recovery. Basically, Thornock jumped in the water and swam around a little bit. So did Brom, but in a specific form. He was a great white shark.
Daddy shark.
No! I get enough of that.
I come here to forget my troubles.
I come here to forget about little baby bum.
And
That's the name of the thing that does all those songs. It's really annoying.
Okay then.
And so we were going to go ahead and begin tonight and just pretty much pick up where we left off. You guys are standing on the deck of the Frost Skimmer, or in the crow's nest. You have just recovered from
Ari, is
this fight. Yeah, Ari, you've got one boat on the left of you which is burning. I'm going to assume that Ari comes back over onto the main boat. So let's put her back.
Hey everyone.
Welcome!
Hey.
Thornock, you're currently swimming in the water. Do you want to get out?
Look!
That's new Thornock, by the way.
He looks a lot
We
like.
need to tilt it back.
Let's do it up here. Nope. I suck at this.
We'll send you a picture.
Can you see it at all? Yep, kinda. Nope, it doesn't want to focus on it. Alright, whatever. You get it. You get the point.
Hello?
He was here for a second.
I scared him off.
New Thornock looks scary.
Anyway, you've got the boat on the left. The fire is slowly being put out, and then the boat on my left port. The boat on the port side is the fire's been put out on, and the boat on the starboard side is sinking. So,
Perfect.
yep.
I'm just thinking of the words in slow motion. Star.
Can you hear us now? No.
Starboard.
Starboard. Oh.
It just sounds like the starboard.
Starboard! Starboard!
Starfire, go!
Why are you saying starboard? It's
In
starboard.
fact, we'll go ahead and say that as you guys are recuperating and kind of taking a moment to catch your breath, the boat on the starboard side does sink beneath the waves.
Discord. The reason he's not responding is because Discord's not broadcasting to him.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
But you can hear some
Yeah, like
Well, it doesn't make any
14-second
sense.
delay or
Like,
whatever.
Need to disconnect and reconnect.
well, I
You
just
try
killed
turning
it.
it off and on again.
I killed it and brought it back up.
How many IT people does it take?
I know, right?
It's
It's a Discord channel.
a lot.
I'm not even a
Freaking heck,
professional IT person.
Nor am I.
You're getting there.
I mean,
No,
I am
yes.
technically.
Technically, yes,
I
I
get
am.
paid to do IT work, but I wouldn't say I'm an IT pro.
Can you guys hear me?
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Hey, bro.
Yes, you're on the stream.
Okay, can you hear us? Mic check. 1, 2. What? Yes? Okay, can you still hear us?
Try closing
Yeah,
this.
that's weird.
Okay.
Yay.
Does it sound better now?
It's about the same.
About the same? Okay, I'm gonna disconnect, reconnect one more time. Okay, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So Thornock, you are currently swimming in the water after jumping in after the drowning pirate and killing him. Do you want to come back on board?
Yeah, I get.
All right. Thornock pulls himself off or up the rigging, and they always have like ships always have that like side netting.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. This ship has side netting.
Okay.
And comes back on board. The captain, who, if you remember, his name is
Half-face.
Half-Face. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
Acid or no frostbite.
Acid frostbite.
Acid frostbite.
Acid on one face, frostbite on the other.
The captain comes up and goes, I just got the report in. It looks like the water elemental didn't do too much damage. Thank you for stopping it rather quickly there.
Not a problem.
What the hell was that?
Just doing our jobs.
That's the chainmaker. And he points off in the distance where there's this big, like, looming shadow.
Can we
of the
sink it?
chainmaker. I was actually going to ask if you guys might want to head over there and discourage them from sending another boarding party.
What do you say?
I mean,
Courage?
Or we can just try to outrun them.
well, maybe they'll see what we did to their boarding party, and you know, maybe that was enough, and they'll leave us alone.
I doubt that.
What do you think,
Sure.
Thorlock? Because I heard you saying something.
Let's go murder some people.
Okay.
That's
That's what I thought you said.
I don't know if I've got the juice for this. I mean, we did just get in a fight after all.
You're running low on booze
Well-
there?
No, booze is fine.
I have no problem
Let's see.
with whatever
I've
feels like it's my dice in a row.
yeah, I got enough juice
Okay.
in my component pouch to do some.
Do you want
damage.
to, do you guys want to take a short rest really quick? Wow.
That might be best if we...
Well, would
Yeah,
it take-
'cause I can use
How long
my
would it take
little
for our boat to
arcane
get to their boat? A short rest?
So he says we
Yeah,
probably
short rest.
we probably don't want to get the frost skimmer close by. And he looks over at the half-burned dinghy on the left, and he goes, "Perhaps there might be another way that you guys can get over there."
Is that dead guy still on that boat?
Oh yeah, well yeah, his charred corpses.
I want to take his skull and mount it if we take that boat, so that they know we mean business.
Other question. When
Just a skull?
when minor
I'm not gonna know
illusion,
who
right?
that is.
Minor illusion, it's static. It's a static casting in place. Is it static to relative space-time space, or to what it was cast upon? Like
Oh,
you cast it on a
okay,
boat?
yeah, no, I would say that it follows the same rule as like throwing something in a car, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that follows the rules of the car, not the rules of
Okay.
the.
That's what I wondered.
Where you are in that space. Okay.
Well, I have always despised of these types of people. They do nothing but cause riffraff. And
What you're recommending is we take that unsafe boat
there's nothing wrong with it.
to the enemy ship?
I'd say it's a good boat. It survived 2 shark attacks and fire.
It's on-
It's a lucky boat.
One of the panels goes and falls off the side of it.
Sorry.
Splash. Yeah. No, there you go.
This one
I mean, do we have any other options,
Captain
really?
Air.
Yeah.
Just randomly springs a couple leaks.
It's when you get them out into the water.
Alright. I'll move across just to see if everyone else will follow me. Okay.
Well, yeah, of course we're gonna follow you.
So everybody watches
Safe over here.
Akio move over, and he goes to the charred corpse of the pirate and starts ripping its head off and to mount it on the front of the dinghy.
But you don't realize how hard it actually is to rip a head off. So you just mount it with his jaw. The rest of his body should hang in the boat.
That's more likely. Yeah, that's what happened.
Right.
Why don't we just get a spear and just like have
I don't
Thornock
have
lift
a
him up and then set him down like he's a puppet? Does that make sense? Where his legs are out on the bow.
I'm sure you guys could find a spear. I mean, it's
A broken
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
We discriminate.
intimidating.
We discriminate against spears here.
You full on like spear right through, make him like weekend at Bernie's.
So we need to get some oars or something so we can row it over there.
Sail!
Unless one of you has a water elemental
Should I
handy.
put us all on the boat then?
Don't, but-
We've agreed to all go on the
Can
boat.
you turn back
Sounds
into a
like
shark? We'll
On
just
the
rope. We'll just rope you to the front of it.
I do have the ability to change it one more time. I might have a little bit left in me.
Well, we'll get the frost skimmer repaired and then we'll meet you over there for the pickup.
Alright.
Fair enough. Do you
Best
have
of luck to you. Basically, do as much damage as possible until we arrive.
Do you have any explosions on board? Perchance?
That's a good question.
You roll a lockery check.
I was wondering maybe they would have it to break ice.
They probably wouldn't use that to break ice. No.
Okay.
He looks over at the first mate, and she rolls her eyes and yells down, and she goes, "That's a yes." Norig,
Oh no, it's the booze.
bring your babies.
Oh.
And the bottom of that grate that basically leads to the cargo bay bursts up, and this dwarf climbs out, and he's got two satchels attached to his which basically over his shoulders.
Dwarf babies?
Do they look like babies? Or do they look like...
No, they are clinking slightly
Okay.
as he comes over, and you can see that he actually also has like a waist bandolier, and there's a bunch of thin vials that have red liquid in them. And he comes over and he goes, "Yeah, what do you want?" And the first mate goes, "Give one of the satchels to the crew over there." And he looks over and he goes, "Not my babies. No, you can't." And she's like, "Do it, Narvog." And he sighs and he takes it and he just kind of walks it over the gangplank. He looks very nervous as he's on the gangplank too. And he just hands it to the closest person, which looks like it's Lemira. He goes, "Be very careful with him.
How does it work?
And you throw it."
Just throw it, alright.
Yep.
The whole thing?
Not the whole well, I mean, if you want to throw... No, don't throw the whole thing. Just one at a time, please.
We should throw the whole thing.
Why are you giving it to Bob?
I'm handing it to somebody else so they can set it down gently.
All right.
I guess I could have done that. You know what?
It's like
Give
a
me
rainbow.
that.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like a rainbow.
Here lies brown.
Okay, fine. I will carry it.
Okay.
Brown kamikazes.
You just gonna carry the satchel?
Yes.
Not gonna look inside it or
No.
anything? Okay, perfect.
I'm not gonna let anybody
Alright.
else look inside it either.
It's the emergency satchel.
Alright. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good luck.
Better not be filled with crap.
It's just a bunch of feces. I don't know why it calls it.
Yeah, you throw them one at a time.
My babies!
For maximum embarrassment.
Demoralization.
And you guys pull off the gangplank and you sail away from the frost skimmer towards the foggy shadow. So we can get rid of the frost skimmer.
Yeah, sailing.
Sails.
Take it around town. Take it around.
So who's rowing, by the way?
Well, only one person apparently.
I would say Thornock.
Yeah, the strongest.
I will
Strong.
attempt to help row the boat.
Probably
One
you
side.
and Thornock
So it's-
have the highest
Me with the
strength.
satchel of explosives. Okay.
I'm gonna be rowing and he's gonna be like, sploosh, and we're gonna go in a circle.
Yeah.
Guys, we're not getting anywhere.
Okay,
so
let's
then I will
go
grab
ahead
that
and get
oar.
an athletics check from those who are rowing.
Okay.
You hear that, Thornock?
Can the Thornock hear us?
I'm making sure. I'm not confident in my
Yay.
audio abilities today.
24.
24.
Natural 20.
Oh my gosh! So with the grand leadership of Brom at the rudder, and Thornock and Lunera both rowing fantastically, you guys make great time
on
through
your
the fog.
shoulder.
Yeah, pretty much because I can't see over the top. Is that the right direction?
They're like left, and he goes.
I got this.
Feet against the side.
Like, yeah.
Somehow it works.
And somehow it works. So you guys are traveling.
I was expecting a 1.
Paper.
Full disclosure.
I need stuff. Where's the stuff, guys? Where's the stuff?
Enough is never enough with the stuff.
It's true.
Stuff.
It's good stuff.
Right.
What was the name of this boat? What did we name it? It's bad luck.
What's the dinghy?
It's bad luck to drive a boat without a name.
Cinder.
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 Cinder corpse.
Sounds like a
The boat is named.
band.
Cinder. Then I grab a nearby bottle that doesn't exist. Alright,
Kristen,
we're good.
We just stole your booze.
nah.
So
It
as
was
you
an
move
empty
along,
bottle.
The shrinking potion.
Oh.
as you move along, the sea around you slowly becomes covered in a thick layer of green seaweed floating on the surface, making it difficult to push through. As you continue to row despite this, there's a sudden shift in the water beneath you. You manage to avoid getting caught up in the riptide as you watch a large black figure burst out of the water. It stretches on like a mountain, made all the more spectacular as you realize is only the head of a gigantic sea turtle as it breaks through the surf and lifts into the air. In its mouth is a granary's worth of seaweed, chomping away without a care and swallowing the bolt without much thought. This appears to be the shape that you guys saw just below the surface before the fog was spread out. This is the Chainmaker.
It's a giant turtle.
Then the head dips again, moving to grab more food. Its angle, however, is bringing the head right down on all of you.
Oh crap! Abandoned ship!
Do I,
Actually, I can.
as a bardic knowledge kind of thing, have I ever heard a story about something like this?
Go ahead and roll me a history check. As it's barreling down on you, you try to remember your bardic knowledge, so you get disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage because I was a 16. So 16. 3, that's more appropriate. 7.
Yeah, you honestly, you can't remember anything right now.
I-
and holy shit, it's coming at you.
I just yell, stop! See if it does anything.
It isn't doing anything.
Turn the boat!
8.
We need to abandon ship.
Someone with
I'm
a rudder
going to.
control.
Hold on, I'm gonna take it. Just making sure this is gonna actually functional. I want to try and cast this if there's suggestion, but I'm making sure it's non.
Suggestion only affects
I think it's
creatures
humanoids.
that you can communicate with.
Okay, so it wouldn't. Okay, never mind then. Well, I'm going to.
Add it.
I'm going to cast.
You should cast turn the rudder to the right.
You think so? The right is going to be enough?
How like its head? It's
Oh, wait,
width of
that's-
its head. Like, is there a reasonable instinct that we would be able to turn and be able to change course, or would this be like impending doom? It's like right here,
It's like right here.
right here.
Yeah, I
jump
don't
off.
think you can. Okay.
I cast alter self so I can have gills so I don't drown.
Okay.
Jump off.
And nobody else?
It only can affect
Oh.
me. It's alter self. It's not alter the
okay.
whole party.
Yeah, and I alter yourself. Don't
As
know
I'm
why
just-
that's so hard to understand.
As
So
I'm
everybody
jumping out,
jumps off the
I'm
boat.
gonna cast
Yeah.
fly with my cittern,
Yeah.
and not necessarily jump in the water, but just be like.
Okay.
Like
So
Superman?
everybody,
Exactly.
everybody, roll me a
Super
dexterity saving throw, please. Another. Okay. Wow. That's 2 tonight. That's impressive.
I'm keeping this
Did
dice.
you say dexterity?
Yes.
21.
Where's my damn dexterity? Oh,
Wait.
Okay. You're good. Thornock, dexterity saving throw.
8.
18.
Splendiferous.
18. Okay. And then somebody roll me for Ari. I doubt she's gonna fail her dex.
Oh,
18 plus whatever her.
okay, good, because we definitely don't want to use mine. It was a 1.
Okay.
She has disadvantage.
So those of you who failed your dex save, you're caught up in this basically this wreckage as the ship is destroyed while the head like slams down
What was
onto
the
it.
DC?
The DC is 15.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, okay, before that happens, is it possible that I could have easily taken the satchel of explosives and handed it to somebody else?
I forgot you had the satchel.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't
No.
have been possible.
Crap.
Oh,
Let's see if anything happens with
Well,
the
maybe you'll kill the giant turtle.
No, the satchel does not get damaged very badly.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. We'll see you next time.
We're all dead.
For those of you who didn't make your save, you take a total of 29 bludgeoning damage as you're thrown about and this turtle basically clamps down on parts of you and you have to wriggle free.
Bludgeoning, is that... Do I get a -3 for
Yeah,
that?
you get the -3.
Am I
So,
able to,
it's a
while I'm
20.
flying, seeing this turtle's done its thing, can I see its eye or something that resembles a orifice that I can communicate? I want to try and go and be in its eye hey, oh wait, stop it. Hey.
So you start waving in its eye and it kind of dips its head a little bit lower below the water and then it starts pulling it up and again it's just pulling up these great tangles of seaweed that are hanging out of its mouth.
I'm gonna say, have you heard of the story of Wise Yori?
Climb the seaweed to get up on top of the turtle's head.
Alright, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Ooh, I like your green dice.
10.
You actually are, man. You are able to get purchase. Luckily, there's a lot of wreckage tangled in the seaweed. It makes for some good handholds.
The ladder out of the wood and seaweed.
And you're able to start climbing up. Ari's gonna follow suit as well.
I'm gonna stay in the water.
You staying in the water?
I'm safe in here.
I'm gonna follow him.
It is pretty cold water. You are close to the sea and moving ice.
Okay.
Thornock, go ahead and roll me an athletics check then. Jack, I'll never let go. We can get rid of the dinghy. The cinder. It is now at Davy Jones' locker.
I told you it was a bad luck.
What was that, Thornock?
26.
Oh yeah. Nice. Thornock scales right past you.
He's on the other side.
He's one-handedly tugging on the seaweed and looking at you as he's passing.
He's like Fezzik. Everyone hop on.
Yep.
All right. Since everybody else is climbing up, I will.
Okay.
As will I, so...
What's the?
It's an athletics check.
Gosh.
DC's 10.
Ooh, 12.
Do I get the sense that it's
16.
stopping?
Nice.
So...
No, it just kind of casually if it notices you, it just kind of turns its head away like you're a fly, because this is a gigantic turtle. But it does not seem to be stopping or anything. It just keeps munching and slowly bringing that seaweed up, and your party is you're half climbing and half being pulled as it's slowly eating more and more of the seaweed. And then you're able to kind of grab onto these big scales.
What we don't know is the seaweed connects to another turtle slurping at the same time, and they're gonna kiss.
And we're gonna ruin its moment.
Lady in the Tramp style.
This is their mating.
Quit cock blocking the sea turtle.
Cloaca block.
Right. They're going extinct, you know. All right, so you guys pull yourselves up onto the head of this massive turtle, and you look down its back, and it's still fairly foggy, but enough of that fog has cleared from the movements and just kind of the general nature of fog as it keeps expanding. That you see the turtle's back, and you see this giant lattice work of all of these different balconies and rope bridges, and there looks to be about 3 different ships that have been half torn apart and then strapped to the back of this turtle. And it's basically this weird shanty town of vessels and wooden planks.
Intriguing.
Weird.
And then also there are hanging off to the sides, just kind of hanging up over the water or hanging above some of the buildings, there are these empty metallic cages that just kind of swing idly in the light breeze that is going on.
See anything
Sounds like Water World.
Yeah.
On a turtle's back.
Do we
got any dirt?
so for flying, seeing this kind of stuff on its back, where I'm at, can I fly up a little bit higher just to get a little bit of a point of view and then come back down just to scout a little bit?
Sure, you're going to have disadvantage because of the fog, but you can go ahead and roll me a perception check.
It's a disadvantage. It's a 17 and it's a 7, so perception?
Yep.
That is an 8.
8. You really can't see anything. You kind of have the sense that there's something moving in the fog.
There's something in the fog.
I'll come back down then and I'm going to be like, I can't see very well. I don't know if any of you have the ability, but there seems to be something out there.
I have pretty good perception, passive perception. Too.
Cautious.
Is there anything I can see? Don't we roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it because it is fog, so passive perception is not going to give you too much. And you will have disadvantage as well, so roll it.
Come on, 11.
13. Yeah, you're seeing the figures a little bit more clearly than Brahm is. You see that there are people moving around. They're kind of fixing things up. They look like they're doing general duties like a normal crew would be doing. And you can tell that these are more of these pirates that you've been encountering.
I tell everyone in the group, like, we should probably find somewhere to hide that looks like there's a bunch of crew of the Chainmaker.
Yes.
Of the Chainmaker up there, just beyond the edge of the fog there.
Great. Okay. Well, let's see. Can I check for like barrels or crates or something that we could hide in potentially?
Okay. I mean, from where your vantage point is in the fog, you don't see any. You're kind of at the edge of this latticework, latticework, but you may be able to find some as you get into this little shanty town, or find somewhere more comfortable to hole up even.
Let's just stealth our way through. We can't see them. They can't see us that well.
We don't see at this point in the day. We don't see any like lamplight or fire or torches or anything.
No, even with like the fog, they're still not like lighting
Not
any
enough.
lamps
It's
or
still
anything.
okay.
Yeah. It seems like they're used to working in this, so they don't need lamps as much.
I'm a little nervous about going against someone in their home turf, but I think we can do it. Doesn't Ari have pass without a trace?
Yeah.
She does indeed, and I don't know how many key points she has.
Okay.
I don't know if she's recovered or anything, because I don't think she.
Did we take a short rest before we left?
Don't
think she.
You guys kind of left pretty quickly.
Okay. So no short rest.
Yeah, I don't think we've taken a short rest.
All right, let's just take our chances. It's foggy. I think we'll be okay.
Sounds good.
That's the
hand me a
unfortunate problem with
healing
having
potion,
people
please.
missing is you don't get to use the abilities.
How much does a healing potion heal me for?
What? 2d4 plus.
Oh, 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
2. Yeah,
For the regular.
roll stealth.
2d4 plus.
Yes, everybody's going to be rolling me a stealth check.
2d4 plus 2, you said?
Yep.
Ugh.
3, 4, 5.
Pretty stealthy.
Was that a crit?
Yeah, natural 20. 27.
That's with my roll.
22.
I think it's this lighting.
22, 6 for Akio. Roll me a stealth check, by the way.
You're blaming the lighting.
I am blaming
Brom,
the lighting.
stealth check.
6.
6. You have, by the way, you have disadvantage on stealth checks because of your armor.
Why would you tell me that? Okay.
You got what? 12 and 11.
Yeah. So 16.
16. What did Brom get?
6. When I'm flying. So apparently that's a thing.
You're fluttering
I'm
your
flying
feet.
too high and I'm hitting all the signs as we're walking.
You're not used to being this tall. So enough of you managed to counteract the less than stellar movements of your non-sneaky
I
friends.
gradually grab Ron's leg and like pull him out of the way real quick so I don't run into stuff.
So you guys enter into you kind of go down the turtle's neck. It's starting to dip down again, so it's not like this slide. You just kind of, as it dips down, you're like, okay, it's a bridge now, and you run across. And you enter into the shanty town. Everybody runs with their arms back like no roof. And you enter into the shanty town, and it does look like imagine the pirate town in Hook, right? Everybody knows a pirate town in Hook, where it's just kind of
the Hobbit.
Well, yeah, I guess kind of in the Hobbit too. Yeah,
that one time.
Dale.
Dale.
No.
Dale's the burned one.
Yeah, it is Lake Town. You're right. Yeah. So where it's all kind of like you can see like the gaps, and you can and you can actually see that from where the turtle has kind of pushed up, there was a lot of places where the water is still kind of running off. So a lot of these places are just so to allow that water to escape and keep it trapped. And you enter into this kind of little shanty town, and you look around, and you see a couple different options. There appears to be a building on your left that has the door open, and then there's a building on the right that doesn't have the door open to it currently. If you're looking for somewhere to hide, or you can continue on.
I want to peek into the open door area.
Okay.
See what's in there.
It looks like this is a storeroom. There's a lot of food in here.
Who's hungry? We just had a big battle.
I think everybody could use a burger after that battle.
Yeah. I just had turtle nuggets.
What? How? No. You like harvest them?
They just come up and
It's your world. It's your world, man. I'm just playing into it.
the turtle's just like.
If it was a giant animal, you could cut like a hunk of meat out of it, and it would just be like us being like, a little taste.
Actually, yeah. Okay, you convinced me. There's turtle meat in there. You sick bastard.
Yeah, it's like a flea, they just get little hunks off, and he's like,
Yeah, they drill into it,
That'll
drill
grow
into the
back.
shell.
Yeah, let it grow back, and then they shave them more off. Turtle steaks.
Yep.
Successfully derailed.
So yes, there is a storeroom on the left. There, the door is open. There's turtle meat and other fruits. Plenty of oranges, because obviously oranges are important.
Do we hear anything?
Yeah, you hear the clomp of boots in the distance that appear
Close the
to be
door.
closer.
Will we all fit in this storeroom?
Yeah, it's fairly big. It's like a galley.
Okay.
In fact, it's in a galley, which is like a type of ship, right? So it just looks like this galley had like the side of it carved out into and made into a makeshift door, basically.
The name of the restaurant's Galley Cute. The Galley Squared.
The galley square. It's galley.
Meat cute.
All right, everybody inside.
Yeah, everybody
Go, go, go,
goes
go.
inside.
We come
I
inside.
close the door behind us.
Okay.
Slowly.
And I use my ring of lock.
Ah, the ring of the arcane lock. Nice.
Clock.
Now let's eat all their food.
The stormtroopers come by and they check and they go, "This one's locked. Move on to the next one."
Publishers Clearinghouse. Publishers Clearinghouse.
So you guys wait for a few tense moments as you hear the clomping of boots kind of go by, and a couple of the pirates mumbling to each other, but they just keep passing by. They don't come into the storehouse at all.
Close call.
Farted.
It's the turtle meat.
Nobody farted. Thornock farted.
It's just Thornock's natural smell.
Sorry.
It's new fur. It makes him chafe. Right when I was taking a drink. It burns. It burns.
You know you
not
can
alright.
chafe from silk.
Furline silk.
Oh my gosh, that's right. It's the pillowcase.
Hey, Thornock, did you get the
Wait a
photo?
minute.
Did you get the?
Oh, I never sent
Dallin
it.
has a photograph for you.
Of
that
your,
we found.
of your mankini.
We found your mankini
Literally
when we were in
racing
Park
first.
City. We walked past and we
No.
stopped in the middle of the road. People look at us, we're crazy. We run up to take a picture of
There's a
this
place selling
fur
bikinis. It's literally like the outside, the inside of like a fox, and then it's got like bushy fur around it. The leg opening and
All right.
stuff.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, get that up on the Twitter.
Duff
Richard.
Okay.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah,
you guys
I
are
never saw
able.
that.
Oh, sorry. Go
Dang
on.
it. We'll send it to you. He said he never saw the picture.
So you guys are able to take a short rest in here, if you would like.
Yes, excellent. Oh.
What do we get back from that?
So with the short rest, you're able to spend hit dice.
And some bases have
there's
like
some specific
focusings
things.
that you can
Yeah, there's some like classes that have specific things that you can get back. from
Is
short
anyone
rest. You just
particularly
hit the
hurt?
short rest button, and it will tell you what.
Is anyone particularly hurt? If so, I'll use my Song of Rest to ease your burdens and tell you of the stories of wise Yori.
I would like to hear because I
Talk
am
about turtles.
sorely hurting.
Sorely
Right
hurt?
now. I'm sorely.
But then I'm going to play you a little diddle.
just play it quietly.
And I'll play it really quietly on the citron using message, so only you can hear it.
You
Song of Rest.
connect the citron via message. It's an amp. It definitely is like an amp. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. So what does Song of Rest do?
Song of Rest gives you an additional, I think it's a 1d6 or 1d8.
Okay.
I'm looking real quick to make sure.
Okay, so you can take a short rest and spend hit dice.
Reactions, other.
And each hit
Where
dice
did they
should
move
recover
short
specific
rest to?
amounts. Huh?
Where did they move it to?
It's up at the top. They moved it way up at the top.
Oh.
Song of Rest, where are you at? It used to be on the left.
Actions.
Action.
It still stays in that.
Counter sharp, unarmed strike, bonus action, reaction, other use, ritual spells.
Class abilities?
I can't do
It might be easier if I just grab the players and
I'm going to use my arcane
There it
recovery
is.
and recover 4 spell slots.
Okay, so it is a
Right.
Or wait,
1d6.
3 spell slots.
So you roll your hit dice.
First.
So
You can roll
anyone,
them both, but I'm just saying you.
I'll play my Song of Rest for anyone who needs it during this
Yep, so
rest.
if you take a hit, if you take any hit dice, you get an extra 1d6 hit points. I don't think you took any damage with that fight.
I
Did you?
did. So I took 2 hit
So
dice.
does that only?
Okay, so that what that does is you roll the hit
No,
dice and
do it
recover that many
once
points,
then
and you
for
d6.
So you get 1d6 in addition to any of the dice. So if you use 12 dice, then it would only get 1d6
makes
for
me
my
full,
Song of Rest.
so.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Wait, so
It's once per rest. I give an additional 1d6 in addition to any amount of hit dice that you do. So it's
so it's
not
only
based on
1d6. It's not
Only
like
1d6.
Okay, so
It's
only
not.
1d6.
It's not per hit dice you use. You get an additional 1d6.
okay. So
According to this, anyway.
so
So you
not.
get to roll 1d6.
Yeah, just roll
in
your
addition to
normal-
all of your other hit dice. So roll your normal hit dice,
Right.
and then add
D6.
a d6 at the end.
Does your Song of Rest do
At the
anything
end.
else? Just that?
So
During
if
a
you
short
spend-
rest,
if you
friendly
spend
creatures who
3
can hear your
hit dice,
performance regain
you
additional
get
hit points
3d10
when they spend
plus
hit dice
1d6.
based on my level.
Yep.
So next level it goes to 1d8, 13th
And-
it goes to 1d10, 17th it goes to 1d12.
Let's see.
Yeah, so basically you just regain an
Do you
extra
have
1d6
his cell phone?
points.
Each
No,
time.
I'm
you're
gonna tweet
No,
it.
not each time you roll.
Or I'll send it in the email.
Okay.
Yeah, tweet it. Just Reese, do you mind if we tweet it?
Crap. Should
It's
I
like
do
a-
this then?
The picture?
No, I don't
Yeah.
remember what.
Go for it.
Jock strap.
For each
Oh, I don't want to tweet with this
Then
account.
just just go ahead.
That account.
Do it.
Grandma's like, what the what? Dad, what's going on here?
only here for your babies.
I'm here.
Yeah,
My
so you-
Twitter's
you can
strictly
roll up to
political.
8 times.
I just
Eight
trolled
hit
Donald
dice
Trump and
total.
other Republicans.
So you can roll and spend as many hit dice as you want.
And we just lost all our viewers.
They smell
Yeah,
you.
piece of paper.
See if I can remove my reflection a little bit somehow.
Reflexión. Don't throw it in the basement.
Not really.
While everybody's recovering from a short rest, I will remind you that Preston does a lot of great work on this channel, and so we should all thank him for all of the setup time that he does, and everything. And Scott, thank you for providing all the place to work in and all of the cool tiles that we use.
Amen.
And everything.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
And credit to everybody on Thingiverse. If you like 3D printing stuff, go to Thingiverse and check out all of their cool things. We've got a lot of new miniatures printed, and everything's being fantastic. Like this game has just been taken up to a whole new level thanks to everybody. So, good job all around.
And don't forget, Extra Life is not just in November. We do it all year round. We've already had our first $15 donation.
So, yeah, it's never too early to donate to charity, for sure.
Yep, especially for the kids.
And if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it while enjoying people playing games.
And if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, remember that you have a free subscription that if you so chose to spend it, then, I don't know, find something cool to do with it.
We'll put your name in our game somehow.
There you go.
You'll be
an NPC.
Yep. You'll probably be harassed by the players, but it'll be a fun life. Well,
It's worth it.
It's a hard knock.
that sounds amazing. I don't know about you guys.
All right. Are we all rested up?
Yeah, everybody takes an hour to break. Does anybody, like, you guys partake in the food and everything?
Oh, yeah. I gotta eat an orange at least.
I ate an orange. Yeah. I'm too afraid of the turtle meat. Bad memories.
It does growl at you.
It's not cooked. You don't want to eat it raw.
True.
There's turtle
I
jerky.
play with my cat.
I'm gonna steal some turtle jerky.
Some turtle jerky. Okay, go ahead and add 1 day's worth of rations. And then put in quotations.
It's just called turkey.
Turkey, yeah. Turkey jerky.
Turkey. I'll just eat so I don't have to use my rations.
Yeah.
The apples or other.
And then when Ari finally gets on, somebody remind her that,
We used a short rest.
yeah, we need to do a short rest.
So she'll gain her key.
She'll get her key.
So are we all rested?
Everybody is rested.
I'm gonna take my lock off.
Okay.
Open the door just a crack. Send my cat out and spy through its eyes.
Walk into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I go into the back of the room first though, so I'm not just standing in the doorway like. So I go back,
Face against the window.
close the door. Well, actually, leave it open so I can come back in.
Okay.
But just a crack.
Just a crack.
Like so, I'll have the pod open.
All right. So your cat goes wandering. You quickly
I'm
find that
useless,
this
so
place.
protect me. And then I
Yeah.
go.
I'm gonna draw both my blades and stand in front of him.
I put a bunch of turtle meat in his bag because it seems so versatile.
What is that
I
smell?
can't do anything.
It's in your bag of holding.
I think
And so like a week later, he reaches in. It's like,
I think I can hear still what's going on. I just
Nope.
can't.
I'm gonna say no.
Screw the real rule.
Very stealthy.
I actually don't know.
I'll check
think
on that.
I want to say I can, but it doesn't matter.
But where, like, so what are you exactly?
I just
looking
want to
for?
see if there's like a clear path that we can take out of this room without getting caught, so we can keep moving. I mean, I think eventually we want to find whoever's in charge of this place and kill him or tell him to leave us alone, right? So I guess I go looking for a guy with a lot of dangling nautical jewelry off of a jacket.
Okay. So, by the way, during this time, you are deaf and blind with regards to your own senses.
Oh. So yeah, you all over my mouth.
Touch is fine.
Don't touch
Yeah.
I caress his
Start
face.
stacking
Don't touch
turtle
me.
jerky.
But you're deaf, so it's a little louder than you intended.
Don't touch it!
I caress.
No means no.
I caress his
Hey,
face.
that's not something you normally hear on a pirate ship. Go check that out.
Go check out that noise.
Yeah. So you go wandering along. Roll me an investigate check from the eyes of.
So do I take my cat's
Behold.
Yes.
plus one or my?
You'll take your
Okay.
cat's.
It's a plus one, I think.
5.
No, it's more than that. I can't remember. I don't have.
Hang
that
on, I got it in here.
Okay.
Good
thing we have-
cat.
Yeah, I think
Perception is plus
Everybody
3.
wants to be a cat.
8. Okay.
still foggy, I guess.
Yeah, it's still pretty foggy out.
Distracted by all that tuna.
Yeah.
Just
So
the
I
sea.
noticed
It's called
that
the sea.
there's a handbook right
The chicken of the
Oh.
sea.
You know, we'll just turn to cat and we'll look. Is it in alphabetical order?
Yeah, it should be just at the end. There's like an
index.
Animal.
too far forward.
Oh.
306, 307, around that area.
I need to just get my own and bring it. It's actually on here, I think. But
Yeah. Did you be on?
So yeah, your cat goes wandering around for a while.
Ooh, I can have a direwolf?
No.
Oh, no, that's just a creature.
This isn't a list of familiars. This is just a list.
Dang, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, you have a brown bear, a crocodile.
How is my passive perception higher than my perception roll?
It's just basically the passive perception is just like normal looking around. Yeah. This is like I'm focusing, trying to find something, and I'm not finding what I'm looking.
In addition to
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
Do I smell anything? Apparently I have a keen smell.
What does it say for team
Advantage on wisdom perception checks
So
that
go ahead and
rely on smell.
Go ahead and roll again. That's part of like
Okay.
Sniffing around.
That's better. It's 15.
15. Okay.
Cats have terrible
So,
sense of smell. What?
Really good sense of smell.
They just don't track like dogs. Because they're like, you
Because
find
they're
it.
lazy.
I don't care. You get it. Yeah. So you wander around maybe for about a half an hour. Like everybody else is just kind of like waiting in there, waiting for you. Like,
If I can, I'm trying to say what I hear, but I don't know what it sounds like.
yeah. I mean,
So,
yeah. You can
there's
definitely
a
be
barrel.
You need to add 10 pounds of turtle meat.
You will have to add that. But you do end up going
Put it
down.
on him.
That's all I've been doing is just like.
Why didn't you just put it on him? Like start stacking it in front of him.
Because I wanted
You
to
go
be
down to the
surprised.
great, like
You would be
open
surprised
maw
if you
of
would.
this ship. It looks like it's been split in half, and kind of the frame of it has been wrapped around the back of the turtle shell.
Okay.
And you can just see it. It's got your standard, like it's bigger than all the other ships. It looks like it used to be a galleon. On the side, the words the Golden Lady have been scratched out and replaced with the Darkbringer. And you're kind of wandering around and you're kind of weaving towards that, and you see two things. You see down below in like the bowels of the deck, you can smell this very acrid kind of almost acidic smell. The bowels. And then up on top, you actually look up and you see this large figure, and he is wearing like a lot of jewelry and everything. He looks like he's very captainy, considering he's like commanding people around, but he's a half orc.
Okay.
Actually, no, he's a full orc is what he is. Yep.
Oh.
And he's just this big burly brute.
Okay. I bring the cat back and I relay that information to everybody. So, do you guys want to go fight this guy? Talk to
I
him?
think he's our target.
What do you think, Thornock? Because Thornock, you were.
You're a seaman.
I don't remember. Did he tell us? Did you tell us that you had been in slavers' boats at some point? I want to say you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How do you feel about it? I feel like this seems oddly personal, being the slaver ship and all. What would you like to do?
Ask him. I mean, he's just gonna say "What's for everything."
Are you comfortable killing
Orcs.
is the question.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Okay.
girlfriend,
All right,
I'm gonna wreck it.
Let's wreck things.
Thornock says he's good, so let's...
What's in the bag?
I kill everything.
All right, I'll let you take a peek.
Thornock just starts murdering oranges.
I want to.
Smashing him like
So
Gallagher.
Yep.
I'm letting Brom take
I
a
want
look
to
inside the
look
bag.
inside the bag. What do I see?
You see 5 alchemist's fires.
Okay. They just look like something that.
It's basically
You don't know what's in
it
there.
looks like a rather large pill almost. It's in glass, and inside is just this swirling, roiling mass of red liquid that every time you just see like the air part of it, it's just like flames on top, and it just continues to kind of roil and swirl around.
Do you think I would notice a 10 pounds difference when I stand up?
Not in the bag of
Holding a
holding.
perception check.
In the bag of holding.
Oh no, it is in the bag of holding.
no.
You don't notice it at all. Yeah.
So the next time you stick your hand, you're like.
That would be like...
You're out of rations. You're like, is there any other food in there?
Luckily, the
won't
bag of
rot.
holding, keeps
won't
it
rot.
pretty well
'Cause it's-
preserved.
Well, it's jerky, so...
Yeah.
No, I got the
Oh, you
stuff.
Calamari.
The stuff that you were really
Turtle
versed to.
sushi. Okay.
Okay.
I hand it back to the nearest. They seem like they might come in handy.
Alright, let's go wreck shit.
Okay. You guys gonna move stealthily towards the back of the ship?
Or do we just mangle our way through the streets and kill everything we see?
Let's take the stealthy approach.
Yes.
Can I
can kill our way
Can I
back.
relay the path we took with the when I was warging through the cat?
Yeah, you can. You'll have to lead, but yes, you can do that.
I will lead. You the
Can
way that
I
my cat
take
went.
a piece of bread
And now we just jump
and leave a
up this
breadcrumb
9-foot
trail?
wall.
Because it's misty, and I'm assuming we haven't had time to find our way around.
Maybe not bread.
So
Turtle
stealth.
meat.
Stealth. Let's get a stealth check, please.
9. That's a little better. Well,
Don't I have
12.
so much bread?
Oh. Okay. 18.
18.
18. Dornock.
You're moving a little strange because you got 10 extra pounds.
23.
This is weird.
I can't feel it, but it feels like I'm 10 pounds heavy. Okay, and then somebody roll me for Ari, please.
18 plus I think 10.
Yeah, that's your second 18 for Ari. Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys stealthily move through these gangplanks and the rafters and everything. At one point, you're kind of walking over a rope bridge. It's like you're on a kiddie playground. You go down a slide. It's fun. And you get to the what do I call
Zip
the what do I call the ship?
The Darkbringer.
The Darkbringer. That's right. I got it right.
Is that right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was the Golden Lady.
Golden
And then the
Lady.
shot shots of the Darkbringer. Yeah, that's right.
The wingy dingy.
The dingy.
No, that was the name
That
of
was
our
the
boat.
that was the
That was
smaller
the
boat.
other.
That's the other one that's
That
on.
was the sinking one.
The wingy
I
dingy.
thought it was called Cinder.
No, that was
No,
the
no,
one
no.
that got smashed by the turtle.
But the other boat.
The other boat was the
Wingy dingy.
That's now the Sinky Dingy.
So you guys start approaching this. The problem is that you get to about the edge of where all the other kind of planks end, and there's no more cover. There's just a lot of like scaffolding and everything leading over to the Dark Lady or the Darkbringer.
How far is it
Dark
between
Lady.
us and the thing that we're trying to get to?
It's probably about, I'd say it's about 50 feet away to the Darkbringer.
Are there
what do you
like,
guys-
guards like
Oh yeah,
Bone arrows drawn.
there's a couple like you can see a couple more of those axe throwers kind of standing on the deck of the Darkbringer.
What do you guys think? Do we want to go headstrong, or do we want to create a diversion? And
Oh, and I should say that the captain makes an appearance as you guys are like discussing things.
Maybe I should
And
go
Thornock, you
to
recognize him.
blow up the ship.
Thornock recognizes him.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Gasp. Lay gasp. This is a man that you know very well because he is the reason for a lot of your suffering in your early years.
Is it your dad?
it's
No.
Do you remember his name?
is it Banana Nanan, Commander Root, Decaf Smurf, Whoppies, Zinkaber?
No.
I'm just naming out people in the chat.
This is
Banana.
Oligar is his name.
Oligog?
Oligar.
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 Oligar the olive lover.
The Olive Garden.
Hey, Olive Garden, how's it going?
That's where we went for dinner.
So, what were you guys discussing?
We were
Before I interrupt.
But I was just trying to see if we wanted
see if we wanna do a
chance it or
diversion.
not. But then he recognized him, so I guess we need to give Thornock a chance
When I was
to
thinking, I was talking with Bram about maybe
react.
threatening to blow up the ship. Like walking up.
I say we just blow it up anyway.
Right.
Well, obviously.
I'm very
Can we
good
throw
at
50 feet?
I'm very good at diverting things, and
I can cast invisibility and
You also have
run and
Thunderstep.
throw it when I have dimension door.
I'm gonna talk to Hazaran.
You seem troubled, Thornock.
Give me a couple bombs. Give me 2.
That's the guy that put me in slavery.
I'm gonna take 2 as well.
Why is he still alive?
Are we looking at
I
him?
need him.
So he's talking to himself. We're both holding bombs in our hands.
I'm gonna wrap myself around Brahm and cast dimension door right behind the captain.
So we'll get to that in just a moment.
Okay.
Hazaran asks Thornock,
I was just like, "Ah."
and what are we going to do?
Back.
I need information from him.
You need information?
Yeah.
Like from
I need to
Oligar,
know.
not Hazaron, right?
Yeah, from Oligar.
Okay.
I need to know where he sold the girlfriend.
So is that the last thing we hear?
Yeah, well, so you just kind of hear Thornock talking, and then all of a sudden, Thornock, as you're like speaking with Hazaron, Akio and Braum just disappear and reappear right behind the pirate captain.
I'm gonna throw it up in the air and say, catch! I'm gonna grab onto Akio and hope he throws his in the air, and then I'm gonna thunder step away. I'm gonna grab onto him and thunder step back.
Okay.
I'm just closing my eyes.
This is awesome! 4 bombs and we're gone!
All right, so
Roll last one, might as well.
No, I think
so
we're
I
gonna
need
wait.
a
Deficit here.
I'm sorry if this ruins your story.
He has plotted me.
so
Don't worry.
I need a ranged attack from both of you. I need 2 ranged attacks from both of you.
Do I add my proficiency or just not? Just flat?
Nope, it's an improvised weapon.
9 and 16.
10 and 13.
My hope is just to catch it on fire.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
So Braum goes, catch! And the pirate, and Oligar turns around as these 4 flasks go flying up into the air, and you guys just boom away.
And it does do
It does do damage.
Yeah, so what is the...
Real quick, before I
what is
forget.
that one as well?
So this spell is Thunderstep. There it goes, cast. That's a 40-10, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 15. The Constitution saving throw will determine if he is
Pushed 5 feet away.
yeah, the creature must be within 5 feet of me when I cast a spell. I know space, blah, blah, blah. 10 feet of my space must make a Constitution saving throw, or else take 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, roll me the damage, please.
And it's heard from up to 300 feet away.
So the whole turtle knows we're here.
What was that? Let's see, 40,
Turtle
10.
part, guys. No worries. Don't worry about it.
Let's see, 10.
Mustache part.
I saw the tail lip. Turtle part.
6. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
So one of the axe throwers takes the whole brunt of it. The other 2 resist.
Okay, so they take half damage, but it's still hurt.
And then whatever the explosives.
Why is your stomach going? You have a lot of turtle.
Yeah, the axe is... the pirate captain is able to dive out of the way of all of this, and he dives off of basically the bow of the ship and lands on the planks down below. And the axe throwers, they basically... The sonic boom knocks them off their feet, and all 4 of the alchemist flash just come down and crash onto them and light up the deck of the Dark River.
So when we reappear over by Thornock, like, okay, what was that? What were you saying?
And we're going to roll initiative.
Yes.
Hi!
I'm going to set up the map here.
We should have one. Oh no, smash it on his head.
So...
Oh my gosh. Not sure that's the best idea, but I will try.
Sorry if we ruined your plans. DM.
You guys did nothing but what I expected you to do. Act foolishly.
I mean, we didn't want to murder him. We just
Typical
wanted to
GM
scare him so we could leave.
God, go ahead and have it
Kind of
extended this way. This. Okay. So, basically, anything that is not on here
Is water.
is... It's not water, it's just a huge gap down to the turtle shell. It's probably about a 30-foot drop.
Oh, jeez. Don't die.
But again, this isn't just like one wooden plank-ish. There's some like debris hanging off, you know. There's this kind of hook thing right here that'll be, and that right there. Okay.
Oh, man.
Blades and pellets.
This is pretty cool. I like it.
And you guys are back here. Okay. Is where you guys came in on.
And we need to get here?
Yeah. And then I'm going to put the enemies up.
Okay.
It's like hopscotch.
Yeah.
Now that we made them mad, you can kill them from over here, right?
So we're going to use Old Thornock as the pirate
That's what I'm good at.
oligarch.
That's what I'm sort of
And
good
put
at.
him back. Or he's on the platform. Yeah, he's there. Put him on one of them because these are.
sorry.
Yeah, so those are
each 5 foot.
Thornock change sides!
We're gonna put you guys here, here,
Oh,
here,
oh God!
Thornock's old characters.
I got so confused for a
here,
moment.
and here.
Did I get a new character?
Yes, you
That's
did.
what I was telling you earlier when I was holding that up to the camera, but you couldn't hear me. So you got a new character thing till you make one on Hero Forge.
Take a picture of it and send it to me.
We'll do.
Okay.
Oh,
He's holding. It is in frame. It's just really small.
oh, damn.
Down.
I can't do it.
Okay, we'll take a picture. You can kind of see it.
Tilted Towers. Gosh, it's like... Yeah, that's the perfect angle. Right there.
I was also working on a new intro thing
Yeah.
with ocean effects and thunderstorms and wreckage and stuff.
I'm gonna share it to our email
Peter
that we've all been
Griffin
on.
Perfect.
What to do?
There are a couple like floating barrels.
Yes.
Barrels.
So there's no
Yeah.
water nearby, is there?
We'll just do it like that. That's fine. This whole place can be kind of like this flooded lake area. That's cool.
Floating barrels.
So I need 2d4 from both of Akio and Brahm for the alchemist fire, please.
Okay. 5.
Oh, sorry, what?
I'll have to find a mug
Wait,
for
D4?
Ari. Print it one
Yeah.
off.
2d4.
2d4.
For the fire damage that we just did?
For the fire damage.
For her. That's lame. I thought those were his babies. They were baby explosions.
They were. Should have thrown them all at the same time.
Yeah.
Braun, what'd you get?
5. 3 and a 2.
Stupid.
Just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Thornock, you'll see it in about 15 seconds, but let me know if you can see okay. The guys at the bottom of the screen are the baddies, and we're at the top right.
I can't get Twitch to load.
You can go on Facebook. It is on Facebook.
I don't have a Facebook.
You don't have.
Now you're just making excuses.
fuzzy-squirrel has left the channel. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just, I know what I'm doing.
It's on Twitter,
Don't worry about it.
Periscope.
I just... It doesn't even, like, register with me, but the dogs are fighting.
The dogs are fighting.
Yeah.
Hey, enough.
With this epic music.
Somebody needs to be fighting. Might as well be them right now.
Hey! Roll initiative!
Natural 20!
Oh no, they rolled something far worse.
They just rolled over.
No, one of them was trying to mount. They rolled for riding a
I got
mount.
16.
Hang on, we're not there yet.
Persuasion.
Somebody order a pepperoni.
Simply to avoid the trope of what... you guys ever watched Dorcas Rising? Have you ever seen it? Okay. The bard in that one is every 5 seconds trying to seduce people, so I'm intentionally never going to do that because...
Wait, Tippy, no.
Anybody higher than 25?
Check.
Somebody needs to roll... Well,
Oh, I'll roll for Ari.
the problem is we need to have her stuff up. So
Yeah.
for now, she is going to be...
We'll put her in the ruler for 17 and then...
Yeah, we'll say
Pass her turn.
we'll say what's happening right now for her is as the explosion goes off, there's a couple pirates that come around the corner, and and she basically says, "I'll hold these off. You get to the main people." So
Sounds good.
she's going to be out of combat until
She comes back. Fair enough.
which should be pretty soon here, technically.
Hopefully.
So anybody higher than 24?
Yeah.
Anybody higher than 20?
Yes, 21.
21.
Finally a good roll.
That's what we get.
Okay, anybody higher than 15?
16.
16. Okay, 10 to 14.
12.
12, 13.
13. And then Brown, what'd you get? 5.
Plus, I'm sorry. I forgot my +4. That's
You have a +4 to your initiative?
So 9 for him.
9.
9!
Billy sister heaven.
What do you think about that for Ari?
I actually really like that. That looks really cool.
See, next time it rolls around, I'll show you the. I took your picture from D&D Beyond. I stuck it on there.
Nice. The one,
Alrighty.
The one I picked or whatever.
So first up is Oligar. He's going to stand up and he's actually going to shout into the bowels of the ship. And he goes, "Dark Shaman, get them up here!" And then he's going to start moving.
Whoa.
And he goes, You bastards come on my ship. You're gonna get screwed.
They're in trouble.
And he can move, let's see, he can move 30 feet. So he's just gonna move 30 feet
Towards us?
Yep.
Wow.
I guess he could go one more if that's but I would imagine you can't probably go from there to there.
Yeah, I feel like that would limit his movement.
Without doing like the acrobatic shit
Yeah.
or something.
I think you did the right thing.
Oh, and then it's actually
The
gonna
team
take.
wasn't paying attention, so.
It's fine. It's going to take a free dash action as part of its abilities, and it's going to move another 30 feet.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got a gun!
Bias.
Mine's bigger.
And he's actually, so he's
We're
got
not, this isn't about comparing sizes.
he's got a wicked-looking rapier in one hand, kind of jagged, and in the other
He's
hand
gonna
is
rapier ya.
in the other hand is this whip that he brings back, and as he brings it back, he kind of snaps it. There's this crackle of electricity that comes from it.
Whiplash.
Lightning whip.
Alrighty, and then from around the corner over here, 3 more pirates
Oh, from here.
show up.
They've even got.
Oh, they're the 3 Stooges, though, apparently. Nyack, nyack, nyack.
They come up poking each other in the eye and hitting each other with ladders and the like.
Classic.
And then the...
Is there a rake right here they can step on? Bump over.
One of them gets tangled in that. If you're cold, I can turn the hair down.
Oh no, I think it feels way good in here.
A lot better than usual, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees cooler than normal.
6, 1, 2, 3. No, that wouldn't be 3, 4, 6. 1, 2.
This would be like
6.
4, basically. Is what that would be. You put it right there.
Okay. So that one comes barreling around to, and again, these 3 look like they are wielding the spiked ball and chains.
Crap.
Like
So
that ninja lady in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
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 They all are wearing schoolgirl uniforms.
School pirate uniform.
But they've all got eye patches or peg legs.
A parrot on their
A
shoulder.
fake parrot though. So
Wait, so one of them has a peg leg?
One of them does have a peg
Is it
leg.
made of wood?
It is made of wood.
I got some ideas.
Lanira, it's your turn.
Are you gonna steal their leg?
No! Shatters wood. And then he'll be like, fall over and be a one-legged prone pirate.
Alright.
Good thing I learned how to hop before getting this.
Damn.
But he can only go half.
Yeah.
Unless he does a cartwheel.
But then he only does 3 parts of a 4-part cartwheel. And then falls off the
Well,
side.
I will go ahead then and make my first move up towards this gentleman. Gentle pirate.
You want to, or do you want me? You care.
You go right ahead. Yep, right there. And I'm gonna roll attack now. So
One attack.
Here, no,
Bust
all
his
of my
chops.
attacks.
3 attacks.
And plus 8, so 19.
19 will hit.
Better. Okay.
Nice.
And for 8 damage. And then my second attack for 20.
Okay, that'll hit.
And so that is 11 damage. And then final attack 17 plus 7, that's 24.
That'll hit.
Okay. Yes, I should have known that. And that is a total of 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. That is some really good damage. So he comes around the corner with his ball and chain, and the tiefling runs forward, kind of knocks it out of the way, and delivers a couple quick mace blows to his chest and makes him stagger back a little bit. Next up is a couple enemies, and then Thornock, you are on deck.
Couple enemies.
We're all on the deck.
Cool.
Yes. This guy is going to move all the way up to here.
Scott, did you just do the Dr. Hibbert?
No, I did the Wakanda.
I thought that was this.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's where they're all like in the.
So the axe thrower farthest from me, or yep, right there, farthest from you guys. He's going to move up 6 squares, and as
How come all the axe throwers are boys? I'm just kidding.
actually no, they're women.
Are you allowing
They're
diagonals
Wakanda
across that with
axe
that opening?
throwers.
That's
We're done.
what
Yeah,
we're
he'll
gonna
make the athletics check to see if he can make it across.
Fall off. Fall off.
He makes it.
Oh,
Yep.
5. Is he gonna try it again?
Yeah, sure.
fall off.
He makes it.
These are some
And
pirates.
she is running. She pats out the flames on her as well. Or she does. Then she goes.
That's the Wakanda.
Thornock, it is your
She
turn.
does have axes in her hand, so she's got to.
Hold on.
Where's my cat?
Your character is, yep, all the way back there. It looks like it's about 3 squares from being adjacent to an enemy.
Where's the captain?
The captain is about
It's old you.
4 squares away, and it's in the middle of a group of people.
Don't even care. That's who I'm going for. I'm gonna
Okay.
range.
Go ahead and give me.
You said he wanted rage.
Yes.
I'll cut that. Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and give me an athletics
Well,
check.
make
I figured Thornock wanted to rage.
I just want to make sure that
Next to the captain.
in case
Yep.
he gets hit
We'll do an
from
athletics check so that you can climb over the barrels without so you
well,
don't take
attack
any
of
damage.
opportunity.
He's gonna wall run off the barrel,
I
jump.
just want to make sure.
That's an actual 20.
Yep, so Thornock goes barrel hopping easily. If there were dwarves in those barrels, it would be even cooler. And you land down right in the middle of these people, and Oligar kind of takes a step back, and suddenly there's an half orc in his face.
Hello.
That's what you're saying.
And he just kind of he doesn't look like he quite recognizes you, so he's just getting into a defensive stance. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack him. What else would I do?
Smack
Fair
him.
enough.
Slap him across the face.
Go ahead and roll everything.
Knock it out.
Cause a run wants a kiss.
That's 20, but not natural.
Okay. 20 does hit.
20 total.
So what's the damage?
Did we lose him?
Sorry.
22, sorry.
22 damage. Did you want to use your colored figure tonight, by the way?
No, it's fine.
Did you?
It's far enough away that
I'm a pink mountain again.
nobody will see how terrible it is.
Burn.
Next
He
attack.
won't paint his own stuff, so
No, I won't hit my own stuff.
What?
It's
Next attack.
tough.
29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
No, I need to get. They sell like mini painting kits. No, that's what I need.
22.
Yeah. Another
The one
22.
that I bought has.
Yeah.
Unless you want to.
So yeah, you come in with a couple powerful blows, and
only
he
thing
has
it
to
has is
stagger
reach.
back. He's got a couple wounds in his chest now.
Reaper. It's like a Reaper
Akio.
starter set with like 30 different.
Okay.
And then
colors.
Tavish, you're on deck.
I'm gonna cast
Well,
invisibility on myself. Greater invisibility. It'll last for 10 rounds.
Okay, so Akio goes
Yeah.
invisible.
Then I'm gonna attempt to climb up on these barrels and maybe try and get here. Let's see.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check then.
Okay.
I just imagine if you succeed, it's not
Actually-
nearly as graceful as Thornock. Instead of like hopping from barrel to barrel, you're like,
I'd say that's more of a matter of balance for you, so let's do an acrobatics check instead.
19 plus whatever my acrobatics is, which
Yeah.
is...
So there's a slight bobbing of the barrels as your feet land down on them, but you're able to cross over all the way.
Okay. So that's how. Will this take my full movement then, since that's
Yeah.
like difficult?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll take your
Okay.
whole movement.
So I'm invisible here. And bonus action, I'll take a swig.
That's what you drink. Okay.
Courage.
Liquid courage.
You know what we need to do? Are you getting any clear resin in by any chance?
I can. I haven't.
A clear version of
We
me.
need to do like a clear version for
Invisible.
invisible. Yep.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be really
Yeah.
cool. All right. Tavish, you are up, and then it's an enemy.
So, remind me how, since I haven't played 5th edition for so long, how does line of sight work? Can I pretty much see through my party members? Or
It's kind of on a DM by DM basis. I usually don't do party members impede line of sight. You're heroes. You're skilled enough that you're not going to.
I can yell out duck.
Yeah.
And I will duck. It's not a duck. That's a
James
pelican.
and Duck.
Not like some other DMs that like to impede line of sight. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
No, it's a fine rule. It's just I
not-
prefer the
it's a
idea that
flavor.
yeah, I
Flavor.
prefer.
I actually want to hit or shoot at the axe thrower
Okay.
that's
Putting
moving,
out the fire.
it's moving its way. Yeah. But first, I want to do Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
Actually, no, I can't. It's not within 60 feet. It's 80 feet.
But you could do it on this guy.
I will do Slayer's Prey on this guy, but I'm
Okay.
not going to attack that one.
That's just a bonus action, right?
No, sorry. One second. And then I am going to attack.
An axe thrower.
Yep.
And that was
My precious attack.
number 1.
So since I can do double attacks, can I attack one person and a different person? Or
Yeah.
do I have to attack the same
Yeah,
person?
you just basically take 2 attack actions.
Okay, so I'm going to attack down first. That is 24.
24 will hit.
19.
19. Next attack.
Yep, and then I'm going to line up a shot on this one, and I'm going to yell out to Lunira and be like, watch your head!
scratch my head.
The code word is duck. What is he talking about?
20.
20 will hit.
Perfect. So I will. Do I need to roll anything
No.
to make sure?
Basically, the way we'll do it is if there's a critical failure, then it might be a problem, but anything else is fine.
16 damage.
16.
Oh, plus D6 because it's Slayer's Spray. 17. 18 damage.
18 damage. Okay. So he kind of rears back from the shot and, yeah, he's still up though. So something cool. Axe number 2 is going next. She's gonna put out the flames and then move up 6 squares.
Flames are out.
As she's going. Brom, it is your turn.
Alright, Brom, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to, with my rapier and dagger drawn, I'm going to run up and I'm going to coolly slash with my rapier for my mental attack, and then with my 2-weapon fighting, I'm going to also stab him with the dagger.
Okay.
Which means I don't have whatever proficiency on the dagger for damage.
So 2-weapon fighting. Wait, that was a feat you took?
So this one.
Sorry, that just surprised me.
I know. I was like, I didn't know I was here until I realized when we hit this. So it is
The new change to the interface on D&D Beyond helped me remember a lot of
I know,
things
right?
that I did. Yeah.
So it says when I take the attack action with the melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making melee attack.
Okay, so 2
So essentially, it's just a very basic.
So this one is the rapier. That was a 3 plus. I assume it doesn't hit either way.
It depends.
Attack, action. Rapier is a +5, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nope.
So that one misses. The other one is a 17, and I can't add the bonus to it, so it's just flat 17.
That actually does hit.
Okay. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw. I believe 10
And it does not make it.
or 15. Yeah, Constitution saving. So that's
Yeah,
15.
definitely does not make it.
So I roll this, and that is. I'm supposed to make 2d10 poison damage. That is 5.
5 total damage?
Yep, 5 total damage, and it is poisoned for 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, you might want to stand down. You don't know who you're dealing with.
And he kind of like staggers a little bit because all of a sudden there's a venomous dagger sticking out of his leg that falls back, and he just kind of like tries to shake off this new poison that doesn't feel like his usual grogginess.
And since this is the first time I've actually been able to use it, it's like when I hit it, I want I slash, I miss, and I stab him in the leg, and I just feel this pulse of just energy go through and pull it out, and just kind of that was weird. And
all right then. And then the last chain maker is just going to move forward 12 squares. That's all I can do. Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do you want him to just go diagonal?
Yeah, he's just right there. So.
Okay.
Yep. You can't see actually.
Well,
Can't
unless
see
you want him to bump into me.
Roll me a stealth check. You have advantage.
I have advantage. Okay.
Yep.
Thank the Lord.
You have stealth.
Damn.
Not the Lord of Dice.
What'd you roll?
4 plus 2. 6.
4, 2, 6.
Yeah, he doesn't see you. You're able to like barely avoid it because he's just like so focused on.
I just suck it in.
Yep.
As he passes me. Suck it in. Throw some
Bring it
turtle meat
down,
at
bring
him.
it down.
I have turtle meat.
And then everybody hears a weird, unearthly roar and some snapping sounds.
Oh no.
Like gnashing teeth.
Oh no, turtles!
And 2
Where turtles?
Where's turtles?
Dire turtles.
Turtles of the full
Snapping.
moon.
And then they fall and they're like,
Dire snapping turtles.
actually, the creatures that appear from the bowels of the ship are
So glad
Stinky.
I'm invisible.
terrifying, to say the least. They look like
Drink over there empty.
Yes.
they look like giant rotting bears.
Why did you want one?
Except for
No, I just don't want
the arms of them have
Yeah,
been
it's
cut off
empty.
Oh.
and replaced with the front halves of sharks.
Oh man, I missed that.
What the poop? Bears
I'll
with
show you
shark
a picture.
arms. Have you ever played Bears
I know.
versus Babies?
I decided to do this at like the last minute, so I know we could have printed some. So they look. They don't look like that.
It's a bear with shark arms.
They look like this.
Nice.
Bear
And
shark.
What we'll do is we'll post that up on the Twitter page. So
I'm
you can see
so
it.
glad I'm invisible. These guys are into some weird pirate shiz.
Voodoo.
Who do we do?
And they are going to, let's see. In fact, I'll come around here so that I can get this
Come
better.
around, yeah.
So this one is going to go and just goes tromping through and knocks this guy over to prone to the side, and he's gonna dive into the water.
Oh no.
And he's gonna come up right here.
So I imagine his arms is what's carrying him.
And this one, this one dives into the water and goes out of sight. Now again, I know we said that this was kind of an open area, but I'm changing it. I like the idea that this is like a lake that
On the
holds
turtle's shell.
basically.
Like in the
basically,
divots.
yeah. This is the hole where they harvest the turtle meat at the bottom, and when it comes up out of the water, it fills up with this.
Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, bear shark.
Bear shark.
Oh my god.
This is terrifying. Bear.
Well, I need to add these guys to the initiative.
Shark Beardo.
This is why we need a druid to cast tornado.
Yeah.
Shark tornado.
Bear Sharknado.
Bear sharknado.
Oh boy.
Sharknade bear.
It's almost as bad as clown sharks.
Yeah, that'd be even worse.
Okay.
Clown snakes now. You made it
Back
a
up at the top of the round.
Captain.
Yes, the captain. Captain, and then an enemy, and then it's going to be Lunera, so you're coming up soon.
Oh boy.
The captain is going to make 3 attacks. One with the whip first. Thornock, that is an 18 to hit you.
Yeah.
So, and because you are next to an ally of his, he can also sneak attack you.
Oh, it's a rogue.
Close quarters combat.
Shark.
Shake,
Really
shake.
close.
Shake, 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 shake.
So, first of all, it's going to be 6 lightning damage, followed by 13 slashing damage from the. And then I need you to roll me a strength saving throw, please.
Right.
$29.
Okay, you're good on that. And then the next attack is a couple rapier strikes coming at you. The lowest of which is a 12, and then a 13.
13 doesn't hit, but anything above 14 does.
Okay, so that is 2 misses for you. And he, as he's slashing around, he goes, "Who are you people?"
Yeah, but men rock.
I'm too angry to respond.
Okay. The chain swinger in front of Lunera goes next. He's going to make.
Greatest song in the world.
He makes 3 attacks as well.
This is a tribute.
So that's a 14,
No.
a 20.
Yes.
Okay, which the 20 is going to be
Only sounds like the heroes of greatest.
10 piercing damage. Minus 3.
Okay.
And then the last one is going to be an 18.
No.
Okay. And then it is your turn.
Okay, perfect.
As basically he's swinging his chain around and he's trying to hook you with his hook hand. Because yes, he does have a hook hand. Apparently all these chain guys have hook hands. And peg legs.
Some have hook legs and peg hands.
They had to go with the chain things because they weren't good with the swords. They
Like
kept
a
cutting their
big
hand
hook.
off.
Yeah. Like Junkrat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Pirate Junkrat. Yeah, big hook.
Okay, so
Except for his is a cutlass.
What's that guy's name? Not Junkrat. The other.
I'm going
big
to actually at this
Roadhog.
point use Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, okay, for the attack that hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got.
Sweet.
Where's your keys? right there. How about your keys?
So basically, 3D, or let's see, how do I it's been so long since I've used it.
Hellish Rebuke is a reaction to being attacked.
So the
and then
creature
it's
must make
just
a
some
dexterity
damage.
save, and it's equal to your spellcasting modifier.
So it said, so from what I've got here, it says 3d10 damage.
Your modifier is...
What's your DC on that?
It
Dex 11.
actually doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
11.
it does not make that save.
Okay.
So roll the damage.
So
So you roll
3d10?
the
3d10.
That's a pretty good reaction.
Yeah.
3d10. You get one per short rest, or?
Yeah. It's like a racial ability per
May I
short.
borrow
Nice.
this d10?
Yeah.
Continue.
Thank you.
There's a percentile between
Alright, we will do it. Alright.
10, 17.
That's a
That's a 9.
9 plus 7, 16, 26.
So he hits you with the chain, and you just
Almost 30
flare
damage.
up with fire, and he just screams as you burn him to ash.
Yeah.
So he's dead. Yes. Yep.
Can I take a free action and just be like,
And then that again.
don't piss her off.
Don't piss her off. And then it's your turn. Actually, your turn.
Gotta use the vast towers for
My turn.
Something.
Thank you. Alrighty, now I shall go ahead and attack Shark Arms.
Shark arms. You'll have to move up.
Alright, so that's just like
one.
5, yeah. Move up, and
He's right.
yeah. Alright, here we go with the first attack. Being, okay, so that's a 12.
12 will miss.
Okay. Second attack. 12 again.
That'll miss.
Okay. Third final attack. Oh my hell. That's a 13. So none of those are gonna hit.
Wait, what'd you say the last one was?
13.
That will hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Adrenaline's still pumping in your ears, so you're just like,
Okay, and that's just gonna be for 7 damage. Kind of sad. I did it! I did it! Woo!
slide it in wrist look.
The shark's like,
Okay.
Does he talk to himself? Can he talk in 3 different...
Chain.
like my brain is going crazy. There's
3 attacks coming in on Thornock. We've got a 19. So we got 1 hit for a total of 9 slashing damage.
Now, are you having that?
No, I'm not having any of those damages. That is.
Having.
Yep. I'm gonna leave that up to the
He's
player.
not having any.
I'm not having any of it.
Oh.
Axe number 1, which is
cast
not
out
the
Reese?
one that fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is going to.
Let's go to the haberdashery.
It's going to move over to that little platform.
Up-on.
Yep, right there. And then it's going to throw some axes. I need to ask you a question. Lunera. So we've got an 8, a 19, and a 23.
Okay, the 23 will
23
hit.
hits. Okay, so that's 7 total slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's Thornock's turn.
I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay.
Uh, 29 to hit.
Yeah, 29 will hit. Akio, you are
21 points damage.
21. Okay. Go ahead with the second attack.
19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
24 points damage.
Hazaran says, yes, drink his blood, as you finally slash down right through his chest and he collapses to the ground.
Whoa.
Captain.
Yep, the captain.
Bonus action.
Okay, bonus action.
Can I put one of my healing potions into his face? Because I need him out.
So he's still alive. You can roll a healing check at the end of this, but as far as you know, like...
He's still breathing.
Yeah, he's still breathing, so you're okay. You won't even have to worry about that.
Oh, then I'm cool. I'm done.
Okay.
I don't want to heal him.
Akia.
Alright, I'm gonna move here. In the middle out there, and I'm gonna cast Fireball. Oh, I don't want to kill the captain.
You do have your evocation.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right here, and I can sculpt around 4 people. So I'll sculpt the captain and
Your 3 allies in there.
yeah, and I'll just hit these 2 and the
Shark arms.
yeah. So the shark arms and then those 2 guys.
Okay.
Constitution of 15, or sorry, Dex of 15.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
So.
I can't do math.
The chain makers, the chain swingers make it. The shark does not.
That was pretty lame.
So what is the damage?
33. I mean, it's pretty good, but it was not as good as it could have been.
The shark heads let out a horrifying roar, and the bear head does the gnashing as it takes the brunt of this damage. And then, what's 33 halved? It's 12? No, 16.
No, 16. Yeah.
15, 16, yeah.
Yeah.
16 and a half.
And then with the rest of my
16.5.
movement, I'll finish my way over so they can't spot me on the bridge. Or on the plank or whatever. And I'll dust the bat poop and sulfur off my hands, because that's what it takes. And
Ew. Okay.
All right.
Next.
Yep, Tavish.
I'm gonna put Slayer's Prey on him.
Okay.
That's just a bonus action. And I'm just gonna give him a cat.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh
I will
no.
fight all.
But Brum is short enough that it shouldn't hit him, hopefully.
It does not hit wrong, so you're lucky. It just goes wide. The next attack.
Try to take another shot.
My God. Be careful with that thing.
cocked.
17.
That's enough to hit.
Kill it. Aim for the head.
Are you shooting at me or at it?
22.
2.
Be really nice to know before I get hit.
Meant to do that.
All right.
First try.
Bang, bang, bang.
First try.
So the first bullet goes wide, and the second one rips through the bear head as it's coming down at Brom, and it just falls back into the water. And as it does, the sharks are still like gnashing and everything, but it falls, and you just see it like starting to sink down towards the bottom.
Oh, nice.
Glub, 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 glub.
I take it he's out of the
He is out of the game.
I'm
The
just
sad
slowly
thing is the
dragging
sharks won't die. They'll starve eventually.
Oh.
Bear.
No, they can eat it.
And then they'll just be
So
half sharks
cannibalism.
swimming around.
His tail is
This is
There's a lot of
demented.
turtle meat down there too.
This poor soul.
They'll infect the turtle with zombieism.
We got
So
it. I'm not
the
eating that
Axthar
turtle meat now.
is it doesn't affect the turtle meat that's already gone.
Well, I don't know what
That
they've
one
done
is
to
gonna
it
stand up.
before.
And he's gonna move 15 feet, so 3 squares. 1, 2, 3.
Got it with a girl.
Sorry, it is a girl.
If they're making all these aberrations, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what they're up to.
And she goes, "Save the captain!" And she rolls and hits twice on Thornok. Nice.
Uh-oh.
So that's
Hey.
it. Doesn't matter. Thornok's got like
That's true.
80. I'm not metagaming.
11
I'm gonna cutting words. is
11 total slashing damage. Oh, did you say cutting words? Sorry.
No, you're okay.
What was
He
the
looks about 75 out of 80 good.
6.
6? Okay. Yep. So
Nice.
never mind. It is actually 4 slashing damage.
Halved.
Half.
Half.
2.
So 2.
And I'm gonna just be like, "Hey, did you see what I did, you captain? Don't want that to happen to you. Just saying."
And one of the axes that looked right on target just and it just goes flying.
And we're back.
Right towards Tavish. You block it again with the stalk.
Now you've got
It's like,
You got 2 in there because you never took the other one out.
Right.
Sounds like a song
only
we need to write.
improv,
2 in the stock.
Brom.
Okay, my turn. I am going to, at this point, seeing the captain and seeing the 2 guys over here, have I, trying to think. I feel like he's been hit and he's been hit, but I don't feel like I've seen anyone get particularly mangled in front of me, right?
No, the one that did get mangled is dead.
Okay. So I'm going to step lightly over and around the ashes of this foe. That's 10. I'm gonna try and step around. Can I? He's prone and he's laying there. Do I need to like jump to get over here?
Yeah, you'll need to roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Just step on his axe wound.
That's a 5 plus acrobatics or athletics.
That is a athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna sleep over. That's a 5, 6, 7.
On snaps.
Okay, so
Next, but
go ahead and roll me a dex save as you slam into the side of the plank and start falling.
That's a 9 plus dex save. 9 plus dex save, dex save, dex save. Sorry, plus 6. 9 plus 6. That's 15.
Hey, you are able to you're able to catch onto the ledge and scramble yourself up, so that's your whole movement.
Nobody saw that, right? And I'll use my bonus action to I'm gonna look over to Thornock and say, "The sun's getting real low, buddy. It's getting real low. Lay the rest of our foes down even lower." And I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration.
So happy.
I just sent everybody the picture of the bear shark. If you could post that on Twitter as well.
Yeah. Bear shark.
Did you email it?
I should. Yeah, I emailed it, so it should be there soon.
Oh, there it is.
Oop, Dad. No, no, not doing that.
Nope.
Nope.
Moving on.
Moving on. Chain number 2, which is that guy, the one in the red bandit mask. Actually.
That guy.
red bandit mask.
He is going to leap over the corner, and he makes it. And he is going to land in front of Brom, and he's going to deliver a couple blows.
Oh, you're a stout one, aren't you?
you do a couple bows. There you go.
Why, thank you. And who says a pirate isn't
You just
courteous?
pass one on your head.
This is Sparta.
Watch yourself, bro.
So we've got 21 on the first one.
Does hit.
Okay, second attack is a 16,
Just hits.
and then the third attack is 1 higher, so that's 3 hits.
3 hits, yes. And it's not the top of the round, so I can't use cutting words. So.
No. So
Should have saved it. Did I mention I wasn't raging?
21 piercing damage for the first 2 hits.
Hold on. I got a screw up here. 21. I still have the shark temp hit points on here. 31 damage. Okay.
And then 6 piercing damage for the third hit.
6 piercing damage.
Yep.
Where'd you come from?
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Get over here, Thornock! Quickly! I went to the wrong place!
Bear 1 is dead.
There's that pair of
Bear 2 is going to jump out right here behind everybody.
Yes.
And stalk towards
Well,
Lynira.
except for Tavish.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Don't let the bear shark thingy know.
Bear Chimera.
And it actually has advantage on its melee attack rolls right now because you are below max health. There, it is in a blood frenzy, or at least its arms are.
Glad I'm not standing there anymore.
It's like on either side. Coming close to.
Like,
It took all the teeth out.
But the
and then
first
it's
thing
just
that's gonna
gums.
bite is the bear.
Bear head.
It only rolls a 10, so you're able to duck underneath it. But then both shark fists are going to come at you.
Oh, speaking of
That's a 19.
things I need to breathe, I still have my gills
And
for like
a one.
another half an hour.
So you duck underneath the one arm, and the other arm grabs onto it, and it's going to deal its damage to itself.
Would it be possible for me to go ahead and can I just like duck and then turn around?
Yeah, you'll be able to turn around. So
Anyway, don't tell him.
Turning around to free
Yes.
action.
It's a half of a movement. It's 2.5 feet to turn around.
Step.
Shuffle.
Yeah.
But you were using the L stick the wrong way, so you're looking at the ground and then you're looking straight up, and then you're looking down as you're turning.
Somewhere in the distance.
Lyra, it's your turn.
Do the
Alright,
shuffle.
perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and deal damage to. Let's see.
Oh, by the way, it is the top of the third round. The fire has spread to the full ship, and it's starting to really like burn, and it's starting to spread around to the area around it too.
Burn. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack Fish Face. No. Bear Face.
Fishy.
Bear fish.
Okay. We're not gonna. That was a natural one. Sadly. So next attack, all right, is 17 plus 8. 25.
25 will hit.
Yeah, well, 3 plus 5, 8, and then final attack is 10.
10 will miss.
Figured.
Okay. You want to take any other
I
actions?
do. I want to take. Can I do a bonus action?
No, your bonus action was the extra attack.
Yeah.
Damn.
You have your action surge.
Is that what I got?
Yeah, basically you just take another standard action.
Well, that would be second wind, wouldn't it?
No, there's two different ones. There's second wind and then there's action surge.
Is that like bonus action?
It's basically like a key point that lets you do one more attack.
Oh, there we go. Okay. It was on my limited use. Yes, I would definitely like to do that.
Okay, so you can make 2 more attacks with your main hand weapon, which is your magic weapon.
Okay.
Is that a fighter thing, or is that
It's a fighter thing.
Cool. So that's a 12 plus 8, so 20
That'll hit.
for 11 damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then 9 plus 8, 17
That'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Okay.
That's it.
That is it.
Bravissimo. Beautiful.
Okay. Yep. So the shark comes in and tries to bite you. You manage to block one, and you take like a wild swing that doesn't really do anything, and then you just come in with a number of blows to its legs to try and cripple it.
Nice. Go for the legs. Got
Go
it.
for the legs. Chain 1 is deaders.
What's a bear? So it's bear legs?
Chain.
Yeah, it's bear legs. Like the whole thing is a bear except for the arms.
Poor bear.
And then we're gonna do some axe throws. Actually, he is going to move forward first.
But she?
Yep.
This one?
No, that one. She's gonna move around and kind of. Yeah, she's gonna move past Braum, and she's gonna come right to the other side of this guy with the 2 knives.
Do you get an opportunity attack?
Yes, you do.
And then
One more. Yep.
Yep.
She comes past and I'll swipe at her with my rapier. That's 15 plus. I never have it in front of me. 15 plus 5, that's a 20. Not
20 will hit.
And that is going to be 1d8 plus 2. That is 3 damage.
3 to 10.
I rolled a 1. Yeah, that'll teach you.
Paper cut.
Come back next time for
It
more.
was a paper cut, but it was on the Achilles heel.
So she's going to
kinda
make 3 axe throws at Tavish, but these are going to be with disadvantage because she is outside of her range still.
Tavish is so
So
far
11,
away.
miss.
natural 1, and another natural 1. Okay.
Wow.
Drop
Does
both
it axe somebody in the back of the head on accident?
Or she just drops on her
This
feet.
is why you don't run with sharp objects.
Nope. She's just out of axes. She literally like looks and she's just.
Axe on the back.
I left him back in the
And she's like, there's this quick flash where she looks up at the top of the deck, and there's just like this satchel of burning axes on the Darkbringer.
Yes.
Alrighty, then we go
My
Thornok.
grandmother gave those to me.
My family heirloom.
to me.
My family's always been axe
What's that,
traders
Reese?
as far as I can remember.
Turn right around to the nearest guy.
To the bear arms.
It's either the bear arms or it's the guy to
Guy
your right.
to the.
Princess Bride or the bear?
Oh, bear.
Bear.
So
It looks like what's that guy's
Yeah,
name?
go ahead and make your first attack.
slowly.
As you wish.
Oh, Princess Bride?
18.
18 will hit.
Dread Pirate Robertson.
I see what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Okay.
When he has his Dread Pirate outfit on.
Yeah.
The man in black.
And then, Akio, you are up on deck. Awesome.
You do damage?
I know exactly what I
Thornok, what was the damage on that first attack?
25.
25. That's enough to kill the bear.
No bears.
Yep.
Chop its head off.
You chop all three of its heads off.
Nice.
Blah, 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 blah.
I bet Hazaron's real happy.
That's like 3 kills in one. And then go ahead and roll me your next attack, which I'm assuming is going to be an arcing
Three
speed
birds,
down
one
towards the
blade.
next guy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's 25.
25 will hit.
So he's turning to this guy now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep telling you no.
16 damage.
16 damage. That's actually enough to kill that one too.
Whoa.
Okay. Akio, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball right here. So I should be able to get these 3.
Okay.
And then I'll sculpt.
Again,
to not,
sculpt it
yeah.
around. Yeah.
So, Dex of 15.
It's a failure, a failure, and a failure. Crap. I am rolling like holy crap tonight.
Oh, holy crap.
34.
Okay, well, that takes care of both of the axes and the other chainmaker.
Wow, so they're all...
Yep, in one fell swoop, this giant inferno comes around, catches more of the deck on fire, and all 3 of them are, engulfed in flames. Now, at this point, half of the back half of this shanty town is starting to catch on fire, and you hear the low, kind of mournful cry of the turtle as it feels this pain, this actual pain on its back.
It's gonna go down,
And all of a
guys.
sudden, you hear this rumble, and you start feeling it starting to sink.
I'd shout, even though I'm still invisible, grab the captain!
On our way in, did we notice anything? Like they said, this was a slaver ship. Have we seen any sign of slaves?
Any lifeboats?
We saw those cages hanging.
Yeah,
They were
I can't
empty.
do it.
They were empty.
Oh,
They were empty.
shoot.
I think they were coming after us for slaves.
Can
So
we...
hopefully they're running low.
So, let's look for a lifeboat, maybe.
Brom is conflicted.
I know, I feel like we need to save people. Set free the slaves.
Thornok, can you handle the captain?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a medicine check to make sure he's not dead.
Okay, roll me the medicine check.
Guys, I still have 1 bomb.
Keep it. Don't tell the dwarf about it.
The dwarf.
That's dwarf.
19.
Dwarf. D-O-R-F.
19. Yeah, the captain, and he's wounded, but he's actually stabilized, so he's not in any danger of dying at this time.
You should tie him to yourself so he can't escape. Because I feel like every time we capture someone, they always escape.
Tie him with your loincloth.
So what's the plan, guys?
I want, as we're leaving, I am going to be searching frantically for other people that look like they are stuck.
I'm going to assist Brahm in this endeavor.
I'm
And
gonna go look for a lifeboat.
I was just saying, we're going for a boat.
Let's get
cast
a
with
round of
slavers.
perception checks.
12 plus
Oh, natural 20.
Nice. One unnatural 20.
12.
A regular 20.
Just a regular.
12, 13. So you guys easily find a lifeboat. It's just another dinghy that's kind of hanging out to the side. It's starting to hit that water's edge. Basically, you're jumping down onto another of these ships that's just strapped to the side, and you're letting this boat go.
Alright, so Tavish and I are grabbing the boat and
Getting it prepared.
Yes.
So we can take.
And as you guys are running along, you hear a soft cry of, "Help me, please!" And Brahm and Akio, who have been searching for any souls,
Run to them.
turn and they run to the noise, and it's in the same ship actually, just in like the cabin, which is kind of dark. And you guys run in there, and there is a turtle actually. A young turtle. He's probably, he's probably about maybe a head taller than Brahm at this point. And he's got a large manacle around his neck, and he's got 2 large manacles on his wrist that are holding him.
Can I look at him quickly and see if I can just get a intuitive sense of, is he being sincere about his help me? Does he look like he's like?
I mean, he looks like a slave.
Looks like
yes.
All right. If that's the case, I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt on whatever shackles is holding him.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not
And hopefully-
electricity and zap him to death.
Don't worry, we're here to help. I'm gonna go.
more turtle meat.
Cast it. It's going to be
Turtle meat.
Nor-
Turtle jerky.
Some turtle
It's not called turkey, it's called torky.
range spell attack. Oh, this is embarrassing. That's a 5 plus. What is my additional? It's a range spell attack, so I think it's just my modifier, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just your range spell.
My range spell modifier. Is that the same as the? It doesn't have it listed here. I'm confused.
But you might not have any spells that have a range spell. Well, no.
Because it just says you have to cast it as a ranged spell attack. So I'm just gonna go with whatever 5 because I can't find it right now. So I totally whiff it and just like, I'm sorry.
What's the damage type?
The damage type was the 2d8, so I have to roll and it'll tell me. Oh, that's not a d8. This is not a d8. If I knew what d8s were. That's a 5 and a 7, so that's going to be damage type of Chaos Bolts. 5 and a 7. Lightning and Psychic.
So you cast this bolt, it misses the neck chain and hits him in the head, and he just screams as his body is electrocuted, and then he just falls limply forward and just hangs on it.
Hold on! I'm gonna pull out my healing thing, and I'm gonna.
I just go up and see if I can just like break the chain.
Cast Cure Wounds
We
while
hear
he's breaking
this
chains.
scream in the background and go,
I'm gonna cast
turtle scream.
Cure Wounds while he's breaking the chain.
I like when
He is still unconscious, but a lot of like the smoldering and steam is.
I'm sorry.
Roll me a strength check.
I'm sorry.
Critical failure.
So Akio tries to like pull off the chain, and he ends up like stumbling back, and he hits this lever on the wall, and this cage drops around the corner.
All right.
You guys are gonna burn to death.
So you say he's about my size?
You probably have maybe one more action before you have to get off
Does
the boat.
question
Because this turtle, I should mention, the giant turtle is not stopping at its usual level.
Yeah, it's going
it's submerged.
I am going to grab the turtle and I'm going to cast.
He's in a cage right now.
Can I
Can you
reach him at all, like to touch him?
Yeah.
I'm going to reach in, I'm going to touch him, and I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Good job.
Okay.
And I'm going to take him and me to the last place I remember seeing these guys.
Okay.
And hopefully it doesn't bring the boat with the chains with
So you guys, the rest of the party is getting in the boat. They got the oars ready and everything. You're about to get ready to cast offline as soon as everybody gets there.
I'm gonna say,
and about 30
Akio,
feet away,
meet me there.
Brahm appears with a turtle. And it promptly collapses as the turtle's weight basically is too much for him. And then Akio comes running out, probably something like,
Looking like, where the hell did he go?
like dead. Alright, I'm gonna help get the turtle off
thank you.
of
Okay.
Brom.
If he wakes up, I didn't do anything.
I finally see him.
Exactly. You didn't do anything.
I just scoop Brom up by his shirt and just carry him as we keep going.
And you guys jump off the boat as it's starting to submerge.
And I toss him.
You land in the dinghy, Brahm a little bit ahead of Akio, and you guys get caught up in this like brief whirlwind as everything just submerges, and all of this wreckage and flotsam and jetsam come up, and like these barrels and everything, and crates and different stuff just comes up. And
There's a
the
door with a
turtle
lady on it and a guy clinging to it.
Oh, and several bandits pop up, or pirates. They're sea bandits. Several sea bandits pop up, and they like grab onto like a door and whatever.
Jack, you don't leave me, Jack.
You see a monk finally suddenly have a spirit go, and
Yeah.
you say,
And we're actually ending tonight, right as unfortunately
Colby gets here.
Yep. We are going to. I know. We're going to end tonight with the party quickly rowing away as these pirates are like trying to get their bearings, and you guys are sailing away with a pirate captain and a unconscious turtle.
please make sure that we take exquisitely good care of this turtle. I screwed up. That's all you need to know.
I'd say he's probably about a teenager at this point.
You like
He is a teenage mutant ninja turtle.
pirate turtle.
We don't know that for sure. If he's
And we will find out exactly what he is.
He's a
Next time.
Next time.
Woo! Alright.
Bravo.
TOBS. Tobs. That's the name of our show.
Tom.
Find out next time on Tobs.
It's like Pogs.
Yep.
I feel like the shouldn't be there because
Okay.
it's.
Find out next time on Obs.
Well, Ari, sorry that you could only join us for the last few minutes to listen to everybody screw up.
Like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
No, it was terrible.
It was shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Lunera tried to keep it
right?
level, but
Yeah, it's
Akio and Brown messed everything up twice. It's fine.
As
you'll have to
usual.
go watch it and any other past episodes you missed on the Twitch channel.
yes.
The video should be up there for at least the past few, I think, right?
Last 30 days, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which also has all of them.
We have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What is the... Plug it. Plug it right now.
Link
Link.
to come later.
Yep.
And Twitter. Well, follow us on Twitter to
What's
find
the
out what the
channel?
link
What's the
is.
channel name?
It doesn't have a full name yet because we have to have a certain amount of following to get a specific name.
Okay.
So it's like u.tv whatever
Yeah.
/ gobbledygook.
Just search for Order of the Broken Spear. You should be able to find
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Fuzzy, just order. No, that's what all the names are. Just Broken Spear. If you search that on YouTube, it'll pop up. So
And if you want to follow us on Twitter, @_Broken Spear.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Don't forget.
Thanks, everybody. We will be back next Thursday for more shenanigans, and hopefully they don't kill any other possibly innocent teenagers.
And if you feel like donating, remember that we will mention any people doing donations for the I'm having a blank. Children's Miracle Network that we were doing. Every year we participate in a thing called Extra Life? Extra Life. I'm total mind blank here. Extra Life. Last year we raised over $500, and that was because you guys, and it all goes to the kids. None of it comes to us. So if you donate, we will figure a way to mention you in the show.
NPC.
NPC. And have some fun. So, but thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Hey, Dallin, Preston.
What's up?
You guys